Hello. Today's story is called Something from Nothing. But before I show you the book, I just wanted to tell you that I've got lots of things that are made from, you think we have nothing and you've got something. So you've got a little bit of material, you've got something here, and you transition it to something else. Look at this fantastic quilt that Auntie Dorothy made. I will dedicate this story to her. Look, it's got a pocket on it. She took all sorts of little bits and pieces of blue jeans and lots of pockets here, and you can stick things in. But I can see that it needs a little bit of sewing. Maybe I better send that back to Auntie Dorothy to fix, right? Anyway, it's a wonderful quilt. I will sit with it on my lap while I tell you this story. Something from Nothing by Phoebe Gilman. You may recall that I read another story by Phoebe just fairly recently called Grandma and the Pirates. Anyway, this has great illustrations too. So Phoebe writes these and illustrates them. All right, there's lots going on in these pictures, so I will point them out to you. So when Joseph was a baby, his grandfather made him a wonderful blanket. Almost like this, right? But it was all one piece, one color. There he is. Grandfather's making Joseph a wonderful blanket. But look what else is going on in the story. You'll see there's this little mouse house below the floorboards. Lots of things going on there. The blanket was to keep him warm and cozy and to chase away bad dreams. But as Joseph grew older, the wonderful blanket grew older too. There he is with his wonderful blanket. And there underneath there, you see a little family. They have little pieces of this blanket, it seems. One day, his mother said to him, "Joseph, look at your blanket. It's frazzled, it's worn, it's unsightly, it's torn. It's time to throw it out." Oh, do you think he wants to do that? I don't think so. And look at underneath, there's a little mice under the floorboards. They look like they've got half a walnut shell there. What are they going to do? "Grandpa can fix it," Joseph said. Joseph's grandfather took the blanket and turned it round and round. He said as his scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew in and out, in and out. "There's just enough material here to make..." Hold that thought, because I got to show you the pictures. Look at this. So much happening in this picture. Look at that. There's the mom, and here's the grandpa and little Joseph. But look at the mice underneath here too. Lots of things happening in this village. A wonderful jacket. Joseph put on that wonderful jacket and went outside to play. But as Joseph grew older, the wonderful jacket grew older too. There he is with his wonderful jacket and his grandfather. And look at, he's walking with his grandfather, and all these little mice are also walking together. And they all, if you look really close, they all have little blue vests that sort of match Joseph's coat. One day his mother said to him, "Joseph, look at your jacket. It's shrunken and small, doesn't fit you at all. It's time to throw it out." There it is. Look at that. In his little jacket. I don't think it shrunk, really, has it? I think he grew a little bit bigger. And then underneath here, we got our little mice family doing all sorts of things underneath there. "Grandpa can fix it," Joseph said. Joseph's grandfather took the jacket and turned it round and round. He said as his scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew in and out, in and out. "There's just enough material here to make..." Hold that thought. Let's look at these pictures. Look at that. Okay, there's all sorts of things. There's a grandfather. He obviously is a tailor. He's fitting this fellow with a jacket. And he's taking little Joseph's jacket and making it into something. And here we have outside what's going on. And down below we got all those little mice doing all sorts of things. What's he going to make? A wonderful vest. Joseph wore that wonderful vest to school the very next day. But as Joseph grew older, the wonderful vest grew older too. Look at that. He's at school with his wonderful vest from that fantastic material that his blanket was originally from. And underneath, oh my goodness, the little mice are going to school too. What fun. One day his mother said to him, Joseph, look at your vest. It's spotted with glue and there's paint on it too. It is time to throw it out. You got that right. There they are. No little mice on that page. But there's the mother telling him about the vest. What is he going to do? Can you guess? Grandpa can fix it, Joseph said. Joseph's grandfather took the vest and turned it round and round and round. He said as his scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew in and out, in and out. There's just enough material to make, I'll tell you in a second, we'll look at these pictures. There he is, sitting with his grandfather discussing that. And there's all the little mice there. Look at, they've all got beautiful little blue things, and there's blue blankets, and there's blue curtains. And there's a little village. Somebody's carrying bagels, I think, maybe, or pretzels. What is he going to make? Well, a wonderful tie. Joseph wore that wonderful tie to his grandparents' house every Friday. But as Joseph grew older, his wonderful tie grew older too. One day, his mother said to him, Joseph, look at your tie. This big stain of soup makes the end of it droop. It's time to throw it out. Okay, there he is at his grandfather's place, grandparents' place, and underneath, oh my goodness, more mice and more little bits of blue here. And his mother noticing his tie covered in soup, starting to droop. Right? Oh, even the mice are down by the little river there, washing things. Grandpa can fix it, Joseph said. Joseph's grandfather took the tie and turned it round and round and round and round. He said as his scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew in and out, in and out. There's just enough material here to make, just a sec, let's see. All right, let's see what he's going to do. Oh, so many things happening here. There it is. There's the old tie, and there, oh, these mice are under there. Their place is looking pretty spiffy, isn't it? All right, and it's outside. What's this going on here? Somebody with a parrot. These two little boys are listening. You know, I think that might be a hurdy-gurdy. You can look that up. What's a hurdy-gurdy? Oh, what's he going to make? Okay, this is what he's going to make. A wonderful handkerchief. Like this. Joseph used that wonderful handkerchief to keep his pebble collection safe. But as Joseph grew older, his wonderful handkerchief grew older too. One day, of course, his mother said to him, Joseph, look at your handkerchief. It's been used till it's tattered. It's splotched and it's splattered. It's time to throw it out. All right, there he is in the woods with his pebble collection, with that nice handkerchief. What do we got here? Our little mice are also in the woods. They're in the grass. They're probably in the woods. And there's mother telling him it's time to throw out his little handkerchief. What are the mice doing there? Oh, they're back home in their snuggy little place too, right? Grandpa can fix it, of course, Joseph said. Joseph's grandfather took this handkerchief and turned it round and round. He said as his scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew in and out, in and out. There's just enough material here to make, hold that thought, look at this. What we got here, yeah, there's the grandfather, and under the floorboards there, the little mice. Oh, there's all sorts of things. You know, I can't show you everything here. If you can borrow this book, it's just such a great book, or maybe you have it yourself. And there we have something going on out in the street. So many good things. This is a kind of book that you read over and over and over again. Anyway, what's he going to make? a wonderful button. Just a button like that. Joseph wore the wonderful button on his suspenders to hold up his pants. Well, that makes sense, right? Look at that button holding up those pants. And what's going on underneath? Oh, they have a nice little tablecloth, all sorts of good stuff there underground. One day his mother said to him, "Joseph, where is your button?" Joseph looked and it was gone. Oh my goodness, the button was gone. Came right off his suspenders. Even his mother is concerned. And this is his sister. Oh my goodness. Went underground. Oh, I think we see one somewhere here. We see a little button. I think they find the button. Looks like it went to good use. Oh, there it is. You see right there. There's the button. What's going to happen? He searched everywhere, but he could not find it. Joseph ran down to his grandfather's house. My button, my wonderful button is lost. His mother ran after him. Joseph, Joseph, listen to me. There they are. He's telling his grandfather this. And the little mice are under there. And I think they've got the button somewhere in here. Not quite sure where. Anyway, what is the mother running after him? The button is gone, finished, kaput. Even your grandfather cannot make something from nothing. Joseph's grandfather shook his head sadly. I'm afraid that your mother is right, he said. Yes. You're all worried about this, the grandfather's saying. Can't make something from nothing. Meanwhile, all these little mice are pretty happy and they've got this button somewhere. Not quite sure where. All right, so what happens next? The next day, Joseph went to school. He said, as his pen went scritch, scratch over the paper. There's just enough material here to make... Okay, what's he doing here? He's writing it out, writing something out with all the other kids at school. And you can see it, they're at school too, these little guys. All right, what is he gonna make? Scratching. A wonderful story. Isn't that true? Something from nothing. There's all his family together, his grandmother and grandfather and mother and father and baby sister. And they're the same little family here, and they're sitting on their little button stool. Anyway, I just love this story, and we used to read it so many times when my children were small. Something from nothing, just like this wonderful blanket from Auntie Dorothy. And another thing that you might have noticed, that I've actually got something from nothing. Well, something from something. These little earrings here, they don't quite match, but I think that's fun, are made from old bicycle tires. So maybe you could do that too. Anyway, I hope you like that story because I loved it. And maybe we can talk to you soon. Okay, bye for now.